Hi, everybody. I'm a little early. I see Labs on here, I think, already. How's it going? Let's see, what time is it? We've got 5 minutes before we officially start. I've already taken a shower for the day. I'm all ready for bed. We're trying. This is the first time we've done live questions with the SGs answering questions. So, I've done a live before, but so we're testing this a little bit. You have to be a little patient with us tonight. We're trying to work out a flow and everything. So, okay. Let me see what's going on. Oh, good. Hello. Yay. Hi, Brian. Hello, everybody. Love the SGs. Awesome. I did make it. Cool. Happy New Year to you as well, Sarah. I probably missed a whole bunch of comments. If I missed you, it's not on purpose. Happy New Year, Vicky. Oh, Ginger Freak of Nature's here. Woo! It's awesome. We spent last night together, didn't we? I'm seeing names I spent with together last night. We had an event in the membership last night, and we spent like 3 hours together. It was quite fun for me, I have to say. Happy New Year. Oh, Kim, you watched several videos? Cool. I hope they're helpful or at least fun, enjoyable. All right. Look at us. People are joining. Very cool. Okay. I see some questions coming in. So what's going to happen is Lob, who is my nephew, if you guys don't know, don't know who Lob is, and my sister Marcia, they're going to be capturing questions for me in a Google Doc over here that I have over here, so that because the chat moves very fast. And so they're capturing, and this is the little system we're trying to work out tonight to see how this works for the first time. So we'll just, we're very casual here, but we want to make it fun and effective for you guys. So if we bumble around a little bit, then we'll learn from it. So, okay. So we've got about 2 minutes. And then in 2 minutes, I will give a little bit. Yes, I did, Sylvia. That was, in 2 minutes, I'll give some directions. Yeah, did you guys see the Cybertruck explosion? Cybertruck explosion. So from Tesla outside of Trump Tower. Somebody's sending a little message. But then something happened not so nice in New Orleans today. We're not here to be Debbie Downers, but so thoughts and light and love going out to all the people who's lost family members in New Orleans today. So it sounds like there might have been a connection between the two. So I don't know. Yeah. Oh, Karen lives in Vegas. Right? It was a Tesla outside of a 45 hotel. That's why, like, when I saw that, I thought, that's not a coincidence. There's no way. And it was like parked right in front. There's no way it was a coincidence. Now, I know that Tesla's had issues. I have another nephew. I've got lots of nieces and nephews, but another nephew of mine was driving a Tesla and had it plugged into, this is for entertainment purposes only, but this is a true story. Had it plugged into an electrical, like charging it, and it started on fire. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so we've got 1 minute, and we got about 325 people here so far. So we are going to shoot for 60 minutes. Okay, and what that means is I'm going to try really hard not to talk a lot in between questions, because we want to try to get to as many questions as you have. But if I feel like there's a follow-up to it, I will ask that. Okay. So here's the plan. All right. This is how this is going to go. And again, please just bear with us, because this is our first time doing a live with having you guys put questions in the chat. And so that whole thing has to be monitored. Okay. So what we're going to do tonight, and you guys can leave comments later if this was helpful for you, if you enjoyed it or whatever, give me feedback. Okay. So we can learn from it. Okay. So we have a membership on the channel, and you can see in the chat, there's people who have not the emojis, but next to their name, there's a heart. Okay. I don't know if you can see those. So we have a membership. It's called the Spirit Circle. And so what we're going to do is we are initially going to take questions from people in the Spirit Circle first. Okay. Now, again, we're just testing this out. We might go an hour and never get to a question for people who aren't in the Spirit Circle. And that's not meant to leave you out of it. Okay. Not at all. We're going to try this out. We will ask that folks in the Spirit Circle and anybody only ask one question to start. Okay. Because we want to try to get through as many as possible. Okay. If we end up at the end of these 60 minutes, not having gotten to anybody's public questions, we will still have your questions, just so you know. We will still have your questions. I will do a follow-up live tomorrow, or not a live, but a follow-up video with your questions. I just thought of that. I don't know. My sister might behind the scenes saying, don't do that. I don't know. But that I just want to be fair to everybody who's here because we're testing this out. Okay. And if we only get to those in the Spirit Circle, we'll rethink that. We might go into the Spirit Circle and do a live with them only, and then come to the public channel. So again, we want to just be as fair as possible, and we're just trying this out. Okay. So if you'd be patient with us, we'd appreciate it. So, I know that subscribers, so we are allowing people, only subscribers, to ask questions. So if you're listening to this and you are not able to enter a question or see the chat, it's because you need to subscribe. Okay. Because we just don't want a bunch of people who are not really interested in the channel to come in and blah, 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 you know, spam us or whatever. They have to wait like 10 minutes. So if they're willing to be subscribed, then we'll, and I can see my sister's adding questions right now. So this little chat in the beginning is allowing them to get a little organized. And let's see if you guys right now, I got 446 people here. If you could hit that thumbs up button and give us a like, that would really help us. I know we haven't even started. So you're like, why, how could I like you if I don't even know what you're going to do? But at some point, the minute you like something, if you could smash that thumbs up, that would be amazing. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to say I know you've already started asking questions. So I'm sure my sister and Lob are like, could you have said this earlier? But try to form your question in yes and no. Okay. And as succinct as possible. Okay. Otherwise, they're going to have to spend time behind the scenes kind of editing that for me. All right. So let's get started. I wonder if there's a way for me this way I won't be distracted with the chat. Am I able to turn that off? All right. I'll have to figure that out later on my own time. Okay. So I'm on a little laptop, so I have to kind of see. Are you guys ready? So again, yes and no questions. And try to make them as succinct as possible, not like big stories or anything like that. Okay, let's do it. Oh, and the last thing I mentioned in the description is I'm not doing real timeline questions like when will this happen or when will that happen, because I'm really trying to demonstrate for myself and for anyone who's on the channel to trust divine timing. Okay. And I found myself saying a lot like, well, energy shifts. And then if we give a timeline and then the energy shifts, then people are disappointed because they were counting on that timeline. And so I kind of felt like I was making excuses by saying that. And I thought, you know what? I think it's way more important for me, and this way now as a facilitator of this community, for me to want us to trust that the timing the universe has for everything, they know better. The universe, whoever we're talking to, my spirit guides, your spirit guides, God, Jesus, Buddha, whoever we're talking to, okay, they know what's best. They know the timing of what's best. And I want to be able to trust that. And so that's why I'm not doing timing questions. Okay. All right, so it looks like I've got it looks like that was needed because they're frantically copying the questions in the chat. And Marcia and Lob, if you have a message for me, I'm not looking at the chat. So if you have a message for me, just put it in the notes, okay? Like you can't hear me or they can't hear you or anything like that. So, okay. Are you guys ready? Let's do it. Okay. So first I'm going to say my little prayer. So I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides and guardians, and ask Archangel Michael to please protect this channel so it's only of the light. Amen. Okay. So just a reminder, I did mean to put sticky notes on myself today because I know when I film, I can put that little yes and no on there, but you might just wanna on your computer, if you wanna remember yes and no, you guys, grab a little sticky notes on and put it on your phone or, you know. So this is yes, this is no. Wait, that's not correct. Hang on. Yes, it is. This is yes, this is no. Okay. So normally I would put little sticky notes. I'll have to remember to do that for the next time. All right, let's do it. Number one, oh, let me just ask, hey, you guys, how you doing today? Talking to my spirit guides. Okay, so we would like to answer these questions that the community is asking. Are these questions appropriate to be asking tonight or answering? Okay, yes. If they come into a question they're not comfortable answering, they'll just stop. And I'll try to rephrase it to see if there's just a better way. I'm trying to angle myself so you guys can see that. Okay. So number one, do spirit guides ever appear in human form? Yes. I'm going to ask a few follow-up questions to this from my understanding to help you understand. Okay. So we each have spirit guides, correct? So every human has two spirit guides. The answer was yes and yes. Do spirit guides at some point come down to earth and then they have their own spirit guides? Is that correct? Yes. Okay. Do all spirit guides come down to earth? No. Okay. Do we as human beings, like, okay, for instance, when I cross over, will I ever have the opportunity to be a spirit guide? Yes. And so what about people who are listening here? Will their souls have a chance to be a spirit guide? Crossing over, big yes on all of those, you guys. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Number 2, is there a connection with the 3 simultaneous lightning strikes at 5:36 New Year's Eve, which struck the Capitol building, Washington Monument, and Empire State Building? Wow. Yes. I can't do a follow-up on that, but okay, so is there a connection with the 3 simultaneous lightning strikes? Okay, so is the connection just weather related? No. This is for entertainment purposes only. Just a reminder. Was it man-made weather? Yes. Entertainment purposes only. Number 3, does Leon, and if you don't know who that is, Elon Musk, it's just the name people are using. So, does Leon want to use his robots against people? No. Okay. All right. Now, they also could tell us no. Are you guys telling us no because that's in our best interest to know that? Wait, they were going to say yes. Hang on. Are you telling us no because that's in our best interest to know that? Okay. No. Okay. All right. Good job, Leon. Number 4, when you talk to SGs and they answer you, Do you actually hear a voice? Let them answer. No, I don't. But I am working on it actually. So we all have the ability to do this, all of us. You just have to tap in. You gotta get the energy, your energy right so that they can basically what has to happen is you need to raise your vibration, your I don't know how to explain it and I won't go into too much detail. And they have to lower theirs in order for there to be a connection. Okay. So a lot of people do it through meditation. You just have to be careful if that's really what you want to be able to hear them. And I've asked them, like, is it a good idea for me to work on hearing you? And so this, yes, they have said it's in my look at wide, wide swing. See that? They have said it's in my life path to do that at some point. So I'm just gonna be working on do a little meditation, quieting my mind, that sort of thing. And everybody can do that, including yourself. Okay. All right. Number 5. I guess I don't have to say the number. Will Trump step down from the presidency when all is revealed? Let's ask this way. Will Trump voluntarily step down? Thank you, Marsh. Will Trump voluntarily step down from the presidency when all is revealed? No. Will Trump be required to step down? Like, will he by will he have no choice basically to step down? Okay, yes. Uh Did I hope I didn't ask a double negative. I have a problem with that, and people point it out to me, and I apologize if that happens. They know what I'm asking. So, I don't think I asked a double negative. Okay. So, basically, uh, will Trump be required, forced to step down from the presidency when all is revealed? Yes. So, I hope that's clear. All right. Will my son David move back to our area eventually? Yes, wide crossover, and I hope that's helpful for you. Okay, thank you for saying eventually. Is the Ascension coming in 2025? Okay, and I really wish Ascension is not something I can actually I've heard people talking about it. I never really have dove into what exactly the Ascension is. So maybe Lab, if you have time, you could give me a note on the Ascension. Will we have a warning before it happens? So will we have a warning before the ascension? No. Is this the 3 days of darkness thing? Oh, there's like 750 people here. Thanks for joining, you guys. If you are enjoying this, I'd appreciate if you smash the like button. It just helps the algorithm. You know how YouTube works. That's why everybody wants you to, hit subscribe and okay. Let's see. We have a question up here. Can we have a dowsing rod class? Okay. Is that for later? Yes, we can have a dowsing rod class. It will be in the membership. So I already have ideas in the membership to start bringing people in who would be way better at teaching a dowsing rod class than I can. So, all right. Let's see. Okay, so is the ascension coming? Will we have warning? It says no. And I don't think that's a bad thing, but I'm not 100% sure. Number 8, will the Equal Rights Act be brought into codified law, such as Bill of Rights or Constitution, in this decade? Yes. So I'm assuming codified law would be something like, um, yeah, I shouldn't have asked. It's okay, Marcia, not to look into Ascension. I shouldn't ask him to do that because he's really monitoring the chat. That's silly. Um, I'm assuming codified law is like permanent law, like something you just can't mess with. Yeah, the Bill of Rights in the yeah, right, in the Constitution. Okay. The answer is yes. Is it timing in terms of decades, I'm fine with. So in this decade? Okay, the answer is yes. Okay. Kenny, is it part of my sister's soul contract to have limited contact with me? Yes. Is it part of Kenny's soul contract to have limited contact with his sister? No. Okay. So that's interesting, right? Something to think about. Something to think about. Do your SGs have names? They're saying yes. I do know that one is Catherine. I was like, which one is it? Catherine. And another name that came to me was Leo. Are those your names? I don't really call it. Yes, the answer is yes. However, in when you're in heaven, I'm just going to use the word heaven. Since you're up in heaven or, across the veil or whatever we're saying, I don't often talk of heaven very often like that, but do you use names there? I'm asking them if they use names. Okay. Do you guys so the answer is no, you don't refer to each other by name? Isn't that interesting? So are names just a human thing? Wow. Isn't that fascinating, you guys? So basically, we can give you names if we want to. Yes. Okay. So we can give them names, but they don't, if we want to identify with it, but they don't have to have a name. Okay. The answer is no, they don't have to have a name. Will my dream job as a coordinator ever come true? Nice. Yes. Awesome. So the key to that now is take inspired action and let the outcome and the date of it go. Surrender that to the universe. Let divine timing work that out for you, just like we're doing with other things. Okay. And take inspired action. And when you don't feel inspired, pause. Those are my suggestions. Would you guys suggest the same thing? The answer is yes. Or would you suggest this person who wants to be coordinator take a lot of action? No. Okay, just inspired action? Yes. Okay. I had an interview and waiting for the final round. Do you see me working in January 2025? Awesome. Yes. So I don't know that I asked this, and it really doesn't. I want to make sure it doesn't matter, but I'm going to ask it now just in case I forgot. So, you guys, my spirit guides, are you tapping into the spirit guides of the question asker as you answer? Okay, yes. You see how they're just constantly swinging. So yes, they're so I usually ask that, and I think I forgot. But did it matter if I forgot to ask you that? No. Okay, good. So are you guys answering from your perspective, like my spirit guides? No. Are you answering from the higher self and the spirit guides of those asking the questions? Okay, yes. And you know exactly who's asking which question? Yes. Okay, cool. They're very, very good at this. They are very, very smart. Okay. Okay. Is the fog a way they are using to alter something in the environment that they don't want us to see? Yes. In fact, I did Coffee with Karen, a whole episode on the fog, and I asked questions specifically about that. So if you guys have and we actually have a whole bunch of questions that people asked in there. So I think we're going to be doing a recorded video soon on that if we can get to it. Okay. Will the aliens communicate with us soon? In which by aliens, I feel are just spirits from another planet, you know? Okay. So will they, I don't know which one they're answering now. Will the aliens communicate with us soon? Okay. The answer is yes. Will it be in the first half of 2025? I think I remember, I wish I could remember how things were because I know I answered some of these kind of things before. No. Will it be in the second half of 2025? Okay, yes. So let me just clarify this. Whoops. Um, in terms of alien communication or spirits from another place, basically they're spiritual beings having a different experience. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, so they're no different than us. They're just we're spiritual beings having a human experience. Is that correct? Yes. And they are spiritual beings having a different experience. Okay. So when we ask, will they communicate with us? Will that Okay, so I'm going to clarify the question for you guys. Um, will they communicate with us so the general population on Earth understands that we are communicating with other beings? Okay, wide swing. So, because the reason I wanted to clarify is they are already communicating with us. Is that correct? Okay, yes. So there is a subset of our population, i.e., the government. Is that correct? That is already communicating with them? Yes. Okay. So second half, I think I remember that's what they said one time. That's consistent with what they've told me before. So second half of 2025, we should start to get some clarity on that. Okay, yes. All right. Was it a coincidence that the Tesla truck caught on fire at a Trump hotel? No, not a coincidence. Not surprising. Very interesting, right? It's just interesting that somebody picked up. It's just interesting. You play with fire, you know, I don't know. I apparently the person who did what they did in New Orleans, I'm not going to talk about it here, but just if because I don't, there are people who don't want to really hear it, and that's okay. So that's why I don't want to go into too much detail about it. But so you could look it up. But apparently he said he had joined ISIS, which if you'll have to look that up if you're not sure what that is. Is that true, you guys? Did he join ISIS? Oh, they're saying no. Okay. Okay. So it's a cover up. The ISIS thing is a cover up. Let me ask again. Is the ISIS the fact that they're saying that he joined ISIS before he did that? Is that a cover up? Okay, they don't want to answer me on that. So, and that's probably for our protection or just, it's just not necessary for us to know. So it's kind of interesting though. All right. Will they ever find Cleopatra's tomb? Yes. Was there really a Cleopatra? Yes. Okay. Interesting. Have they already found Cleopatra's tomb? No. Okay. James, I want to get into politics. If I ran for POTUS, would I win? Oh, sorry, James. No, it just might not be in your life contract. Okay. Is that true? Is it in James's? I actually like to ask it that way. Is it in James's life contract to ever become POTUS? No. Does that mean James should not go into politics? No. So politics is in James's soul contract? Yes. Okay. You can do great things. And that doesn't mean you can change that. You have free will. You can change that if you want to. So, can he change? Can we change our soul contracts? Yes. Okay. You have free will. All right. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the best thing for you though, if it's not in your soul contract. And I think that's what we do a lot is we battle against what's in our soul contract because our ego wants to do something that's not necessarily in our soul contract. And the universe is like, okay, you got free will. But that's why things get harder for us. We get more roadblocks and we don't understand the roadblocks. We get off our path, basically. Okay, these are all that's just Karen talking. But is there some sense to that, you guys, what I just said? Okay, so yes, there's some sense. That makes sense. Is there some accuracy, should I say, in that? Okay, yes. All right, will the food in our fields go rotten because of mass deportation? Good question. No, but great question. Really good. You guys are paying attention. Okay. So we got 30 minutes. Can you guys, well, I guess it doesn't matter. We'll talk about it afterwards. I'm just wondering if we're getting to public questions at all yet. Let's see. Will we have another pandemic? I'll just say first, will we have another pandemic? Yes. Will we have another pandemic that requires us to close down as much as we did during COVID? Yes. It's really interesting because their energy is slowed down a little bit on this subject. I don't know if it's because I moved or but I can feel their will the pandemic happen this year? Yes. For entertainment purposes only. And again, is that something we should be afraid of? No. Is there a good reason for the pandemic? Yes. So we're going to trust in that experience that we are meant to have for whatever reason. Will the pandemic be a natural pandemic? That's where we get a little, okay, no. Was the last pandemic, and what I mean by natural, they know what I mean by natural, but what I mean by natural, was it man caused? I mean, was it deliberately, did somebody deliberately cause a pandemic is what I'm asking. No. Okay. So COVID, for entertainment purposes only, was not deliberately caused? Okay. No. All right. I've never asked that question. Will this next pandemic be deliberately caused, like, for a distraction or anything like that? No. Okay. Well, that's good. Is the Earth flat? No. If no, is the Earth round? Yes. Is the Earth square? No. Are we someone wants to know, you guys, can you tap into are we moving in 2025? Yes, wide swing. So are you? You'll have to let me know if you end up moving. Again, energy can is there a 50 is there a 100% chance this person's going to be moving in 2025? I guess so. All right. We'll see if anything changes. Will the US health insurance system collapse? Will the US health insurance system collapse? No. Will it collapse ever? No. Phew. All right. Have humans discovered time travel yet? Yes. Interesting. Was it discovered before the 1950s, time travel? No. Was it discovered between 1950 and 1970? No. Between 1970 and 1990? Yes. Interesting. Was the fog phenomenon part of the 3 days of darkness? No. Again, I did a video on the fog. You can check it out if you want. And they answered some other questions in there. Elizabeth, is my marriage going to get better in 2025? Oh, Elizabeth, I'm sorry. Again, please think of this as life path, okay? And, just evolving and growing and, that doesn't mean you have free will. I mean, that I said it doesn't mean you have free will. You have free will, okay? So I hope that doesn't leave you feeling too upset. All right. That's my feeler in me. Like now I want to have coffee with you, Elizabeth. You know what I'm talking about? I got a lot of feelers here so they understand. Everybody send in the chat. Would everybody do a little heart? Just do a little heart right now for Elizabeth. All right. Will opening a Shopify account for my business be beneficial to me financially? Cool. Fun. We're looking at Shopify for mugs too. That's a good idea. All right. Am I on my correct path? Yes. Okay, I'm going to do a clarifier on this. Are we ever not on our correct path? No. Now give that some thought for a while, right, people? So I'm just going to do a quick clarifier on that. So I have this, I'm going to ask my SGs right now. I have this image of us, there's a straight line path, right? Our soul contract is like a straight line path. And okay, so yes, so because we have free will, we might venture off that path from time to time. And it doesn't mean, well, let me say, we might, so it's like we go up here, but we're still connected to that path. It's like we're going to check things out up here. Okay. So is that true? We're still connected to the path. Is that why you're saying we don't ever get off of our path? Like we're always on it. We always have a correct path. Yes. Do we just make it harder for ourselves sometimes because when we don't take inspired, well, I'm doing a double nub. If we take inspired action, are we making it easier for ourselves to stay on our correct path? Okay. Yes. We can have a whole conversation about that in coffee with Karen sometime. So, Karen, do you want to, my sister, personal questions like, okay, she's asking me a question. Okay. Yes, I think it's fine. Is like you guys, I'm happy to answer personal questions, but I want to make sure you have I'm going to count on you taking responsibility with your feelings and just knowing that it doesn't, even if they tell you something, does not mean that that's necessarily going to be, because you have free will to change that. Okay. You can set out an intention. So just, if you have an intention of something you want to have happen, put it out there. So Elizabeth, if you want your marriage to get better, then you put the intentions out there and work on that, right? With the intentions. And even just listen to your intuition to see if that is the best thing for you. Okay. But I just want to make sure that if I'm answering personal questions, because I don't know you, and I care about you. I care about the responses you're getting. And sorry, I just burped. I care about how it affects you. Okay. So I just need to know if you're going to ask personal questions, that you have support with you and it's not going to make you spiral. Okay. So just don't ask questions that might make you spiral. Okay. Because I don't know that you don't have I want to make sure you have the support. Okay. Well, actually, you guys, I'm going to ask my SGs. Is it okay for me to answer personal questions? Okay. And will you only answer if that person has support for the response? Okay. All right. So yes and yes. Okay. So will my daughter and I reconcile in this lifetime? Yes. Nice. If that's what you want. Is the man who lives in another country the one I should marry? Ooh. Woo woo. Yes, but I wanna remind you, you have the answer within yourself. So they're saying yes, but then still go in, okay? Do a little meditating, ask the questions, see what answers your spirit guides have for you, okay? Is deja vu really just remembering your soul contract? No. Is deja vu a crossover? Are we experiencing ourselves in different timelines? Yes. That's a whole nother conversation. I don't even have a follow-up question to that right now, but I just had the sense that that's what it was. Or is deja vu us experiencing past lives? No. Okay. I kind of thought maybe that's what it was at one time. So we are just basically experiencing ourselves on different timelines. Okay. Mind blown. The timeline thing blows my mind. I don't know how you guys feel, but will the east coast of Australia have a tsunami in the next 20 years? Yes. I have been told I have psychic medium abilities. Is this something I should entertain? Yes. The reason okay, so, right now, I was trying to figure out, like, for those of you who are new here, I started this channel. I had a business channel, and I started this channel, um, I don't know, October 27th or something. So it's like 2 months ago, okay? And it really just kind of, like, took off, you know? And so we've just been trying to figure out, like, how best to do this so it's helpful for people. And now I forgot why I was asking this. Oh, medium ability. Okay, psychic medium abilities. Um, so I heard another, I can't remember who it was, but I heard another psychic say that her guide said it was time right now for all hands on deck. When she said that, I thought, "Oh, well, no wonder," because I was trying to figure out, like, why did this happen this way, you know? And so is that true, you guys? Like, all hands on deck. So anybody who's wanting, we all have psychic abilities, you guys. We all do. You just haven't tapped into them. And you know what? Do we all have psychic abilities? Yes. We all have a sixth sense. I mean, we're all spiritual beings having a human experience. It's just a matter of practicing that. Okay. Now, it's not sometimes not an easy process. So maybe, Marcia, can you make a note for me about having a coffee with Karen talking about um, what can happen when you bring up your psychic abilities? You know, you can get anxiety and all that kind of stuff, but you just have to figure out how to deal with that. That's one of those things is be careful what you wish for, you know? So, just take it slow. Ask your guides to help you slowly and comfortably. Just have the intention to open you up slowly and comfortably. That's what I would do. Is that a good idea, you guys? Yeah, so slowly and comfortably. This way you don't have to be it doesn't have to be so uncomfortable. Okay, will mass deportation actually happen on the scale proposed by Trump? No. He doesn't have any doesn't have any idea. Does Trump have any idea what he's even talking about? No. Oh god. I know. I couldn't laugh about it a month ago, but I can laugh about it now. Marsh, can you make the questions a little bigger for me? She likes them everything really, really small. Is it for my highest good? I don't know, they got smaller somehow. Is it yeah, there she goes. Is it for my highest good, thank you, to take the 12 class series to meet my galactic family this year? What? Yes, again, all hands on deck, folks, all hands on deck. Anything you can do to heighten your spiritual energy, I really think, I had a knuckle to crack. I really think all hands on deck. Is that true, you guys? Okay, so you guys, anyone who's here, 942 people. Thank you so much for hitting the like, you guys. If you're liking this, it would really help us if you hit the like button. Thanks for joining. How exciting. We're almost at 1,000. Oh, I just lost a few people. Okay. Will I meet someone or make any friends this year? Yes. Nice. Let's put that intention out there and, be clear about what kind of friends you want in your life. Be very clear about that because we can get a lot of friends in our life and then, it can be too many. It can be the type of people you don't want to interact with. So just be real clear what you want, what your intentions are. Is the earth round such as a dome? Yes. Will my mom be able to go home from the hospital? Again, take care. The answer is no, but that's not 100%. I can tell you that right now. So that's just what the current energy is saying. This is where my heart starts. Can you guys, anyone could just put big heart energy out there for the mom who is right now? The energy is saying that they're not going to go home from the hospital. Can we just do everybody click on that little heart thing and give some love and light in that area, please? Thanks for asking. I hope that's not too hard to hear. Are the poles shifting? And I'm assuming you mean by, yeah, the poles like the North Pole, like the ice poles? Well, okay. Do you guys know what they're asking? Okay, yes, they know what you're asking. So are the poles shifting? They want to know. Yes. Will Southern California have a large earthquake in the next year? Okay, hang on. They were swinging a lot. I could tell that they were stopping, and so I can feel that energy, and that's why I hesitated. So, can you guys? I'm going to ask that a question again. Will Southern California have a large earthquake in 2025? Okay, so the answer is no. Will Southern California have a large earthquake within the next decade? Yes, like 2026. Okay, so now they're really swinging. So yes, so it looks like another year. When we dream, are we really journaling, journey, oh my gosh, I can't say journeying. Okay, I know how else I can ask this. When we dream, are we really going to are we going somewhere else? Is our spirit leaving our bodies basically? Yes. So are we basically going to heaven? Yes. Isn't that cool? Do we do that every night anyways when we're sleeping? Yes. I've heard that before. So that's really cool. So I'm not sure what parallel life means. So I'll just ask that when we dream, are we really journeying? There we go. to a parallel life? Okay, so no on the parallel life. That's the first time I've heard that term, um, but I don't know a lot of things. So, okay, am I really giving my patients peace? Yes, wide swing. Thank you. Thank you for whatever peace you're giving your patients. It's amazing. Is it in my soul contract to publish the book I started? Yes. Yay. Will the volcano off the Oregon coast erupt in 2025? Oh, yes. Is there a change that timeline can change? Yes. So will it for sure erupt like in the next 2 or 3 years? Yes. Interesting. Uh, okay. Does my uncle Jimmy, who passed of lung-related issues, send me messages? Yay. Yes. That's awesome. Yay, Uncle Jimmy. Okay. Am I connecting with spirit when I automatically write? Nice. So, for anybody who is learning automatic writing, can they trust that they are really connecting with their spirit guides? Yes. Cool. Automatic writing is amazing, you guys. I don't find it very hard to do. You just for those of you who don't know what it is you just sit with a journal in front of you and you write a question on the top and just be like, "What do you want to tell me today?" And then just close your eyes and sit quietly for a second or just sit with your pen and look at the paper and see what comes to your mind. Like try not to like think. Try to feel the words. I don't know how to explain it, but and then if you just keep going, all of a sudden you realize like you're like, there's no way this is coming from me. I'm not even thinking about this. It's really kind of cool. Okay. Should I leave the city I live in? Wow, that's a kind of a wide swing right there. You're getting like a huge wide swing. Is that a good thing for you? Can everybody send a heart, in case that person's having a hard time deciding on leaving that city? Let's give her some love. Him or her, some love. Will my youngest son finally have an epiphany and realize that he is wrong about the decision he made? Yes. Okay. Will it be will it take more than 5 years for the epiphany to happen? I guess I shouldn't ask timeline question. I don't mind like 5-year timeline questions. Okay, so will it be before 5 years? Okay. Will it be before 2 years? Okay, so yes. Will my youngest daughter and I have a meaningful, joyful relationship? Let me ask that separately. Will my youngest daughter and I have a meaningful relationship? Yes, wide swing. Will my youngest daughter and I have a joyful relationship? No. I'm sorry. Everybody, hearts, hearts. Give the hearts, please. Okay, so that's just a matter of, that's a soul contract thing. There's something in there that's helping you guys, learn stuff. And you put it in your soul contract. Isn't that great? So I think the reason I like keep reminding about stuff like that is because it helps me accept it. It's like, oh, okay, all right. So I know it's still hard and I know it sucks still, but I'm going to maybe look at it from a different angle, that type of thing when I think of it that way. Okay, will the house turn blue? Oh, I'm like, are you asking about your personal house? I'm like, do you want it to turn blue? Uh, Oh my God. Will the House, I'm assuming in the US Congress that you're talking about, will it turn blue in 2025? Is it even possible to? Well, once all the stuff comes out, maybe. Yes. Will I get my disability this year? Sweet. Big crossover. Crossover, yes. Yay, thumbs up. Will I ever, if that's what you want, will I ever meet a soulmate? Nice. Yes. Is WF, the missing person from Rhode Island, alive? Is WF, I don't know who that is. So is WF, the missing person from Rhode Island, alive? No. Is he unalived? Yes. Is he stuck in between? No. So hopefully that's not a personal question. If it is, big, big hugs coming your way. Will the great solar flash of light happen? Yes. So there's a lot of spiritual folks who are channeling, like can hear and really channeling, or and actually not only hearing, but spiritual beings are talking through them. And there's several, I wouldn't say a lot, but several that I've heard on YouTube talking about this flash of light. And it's not any, it's okay. So is the solar flash something for us to be afraid of? No. Okay. Is it going to harm us? No. Okay. I think it has to do with dimensions and like timeline shifts. Is that what it is? Yes. Okay. So then specific timeline, is it going to be the solar? I think this is what I already asked, but maybe in a different way. Is the great solar flat? Is that what it's called? The great, well, we call it that. Are we talking about the same thing as the 3 days of darkness? Yes and yes. Will it be the first half of 2025? No. Will it be the second half of 2025? Okay. The energy just got really slow. I think we answered that already, and they said the second half, but I mean, they're saying yes, but they're like, you see how little? Are you guys reluctant to answer that? Okay. They're not reluctant. Actually, I can feel a little clicking. I think they were stuck. This little thing gets a little stuck sometimes. All right. Let's see. Will my son come back to my wife and me? Oh, good. Yes. Hopefully that's a good thing that you want. Will my son and his wife's and family move to live by me in Michigan? Nice. Yes. Did Jesus visit me in June of 2020? Wow. Yes. Very cool. Did my mom actually have an MI? What's an MI? If so, is she in danger of having another one? Okay, so can you please tap into this person asking the question about her mom, his or her mom? So, okay, yes, they're tapping in. Did my mom actually have an MI? No. Okay. Um, is this person's mom in danger of ever having an MI? No. Okay. Hopefully that's good news. Again, entertainment purposes only for sure. Yeah, they're my besties are like, yes, entertainment purposes only. Because don't make health decisions based on what you're hearing here. Please, please no. Okay. Should I pursue a nursing coaching career? Big swing, yes. Should I continue expanding my small business and start a website? Big swing, yes. Will the new Madre's vault have a large earthquake? They were already saying yes before I was even done. Um, yeah, they were already saying yes before I was even done reading. Is Cooper happy now? Is Cooper happy now? It's a cute name. Yes, Cooper is happy now. Wide swing. I hope that's helpful to hear. Oh, wow. We are at an hour, my sister is telling me. Okay. So we have one more question here, and let's just see. Do you want to wrap up? What do we got in the chat, Marsh? I mean, are there a lot of questions left? Did we get any of the public questions? Let me ask this next question while she's typing to me. Do we need to practice meditation to be able to connect to our spirit guides? Yes. And I think, is it because it helps to raise our vibration? Yes. So can we, if meditation doesn't work for people, can they use just other things like calming music, relaxation, journaling, automatic writing? So I think so is it really a vibrational thing? Yes. Okay, let's see. We are at an hour. Yes, we had many public questions. Great. There could be more and we can end now. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go. Why don't we take 10 more questions? Okay. So I'll take 10 more questions and then um if there's some we didn't get to, we will capture those and we'll think about it. I don't know. We'll have to see. It depends on the kind of questions we have. So let's do 10 more questions, okay? All right. And then if you guys like this, can you let us know? Obviously I'm getting thumbs up, so that's helpful. Can you let us know in the chat if you like this live? Because I'll come on and do a live once a week if you guys like it. It seems like we got through a lot of questions. Did you like the way we were doing this? If you could just give us some feedback in the chat, that would be amazing. Was I scanned by a spaceship in the car on Sunday night? Whoa. I'm kind of glad they're saying no, because that was very recent. Okay, let me just ask again. Was I scanned by a spaceship in the car on Sunday night? No, thank goodness. I don't know. Are you disappointed about that? Will my daughter find love this year? Aw, yes. Do I have channeling abilities and can I use it to help people? Yes. Do we all have channeling abilities and we can use to help people? Yes. The question is, do you want to? Are you feeling inspired? Because not everybody feels inspired to have channeling abilities. And if you don't feel inspired, then I put it on the back burner until you do feel inspired. Because then you're slightly going off well, let me just ask it this way. Is it in this person's soul contract to practice his or her channeling abilities? Okay, so just like mine. So yes, wide swing, wide swing. Will I get to know my granddaughter in this lifetime? Oh, I'm sorry. The answer is no. But again, we have free will and things can definitely shift. Can everybody do a quick, send love and heart to the grandmother there? That can't be easy to hear. Will I be successful in Panama? Oh, wow. Yes, wide swing. Should I start a YouTube channel teaching my hobby? Yes, wide swing. Very cool. Will my new job I start next week be the right fit for me? Nice. Now, the answer is yes. Will that be the right fit for this person for at least a year? Great. Yes. Cool. Because, being a right fit can change, so that's why I wanted to just clarify that. Can we heal our bodies of diseases? Yes. Can we ask for help from you guys to help heal our bodies from disease? Yes. I know we can ask. Would you help us if we asked? Okay, so see what they're doing there? Yes and no. So it just depends. It depends on soul contract. It depends on, yep. Does this depend on soul contract? Yes. So, okay. Let's see. Have I been channeling and didn't know it? Yes, you have been. Will my kids ever move out? Sorry, that's so cute. Will my kids ever move out? No, there's okay, I shouldn't joke about that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know you, so please take that with a kind heart. Just, it's just kind of cute. I can hear somebody saying, well, "Are my kids ever going to move out?" That's how I saw it in my head, but you might be like, "Are my kids seriously never going to move out?" So, I apologize for my ego got in the way there. Will my kids ever move out? Okay, so they're saying yes, but they said no okay, wide swing. Okay, wide swing. What's funny, you guys, is when I started laughing about no, I felt like they were joking. Were you guys joking when you said no? Yeah, that is so weird. I've never had that experience before. I felt like they were saying no as a joke. And they were. You stinkers. Okay. Will I marry my twin flame in this lifetime? No. Are there anything is there such a thing as twin flames? Yes. So hopefully that's not too hard for you to hear. Okay, so my sister just typed me a note. First of all, again, if you wouldn't mind giving a thumbs up, it is amazing that you're here. She said, "Let people know we are sorry if we've missed their questions. The comments were moving very quickly, and we tried to get them in order." Okay, so we do apologize if we've missed your questions. This was a practice run for us, so I hope this was fun for you. It was great for us. This worked out good, Marcia and Lab. Hopefully, we did catch all of your questions. And if we've missed you, let us know if you want us to come back and do lives again, if you want to join us doing this. And I'll do it once a week if you want to. So if it's helpful for you and it was very relaxing for me, just let us know in the chat before you leave. Okay. So I won't end the stream quite yet. I want to let people give us some feedback if you want to. Otherwise, have an amazing, it is the first day of 2025 and we'll see how things go in the next couple weeks. I'll definitely be coming on live chat for sure if weird things start happening. I will. I'll be coming on like, hmm, let's talk about this. So, all right. Any, let me see. I'm afraid to even look because then I'll start talking to you guys. Uh, okay, please do again. All right. More lives, please. Awesome. I bet you your weird things will have. Yep, I know. I think weird things are going to be. And weird things are, I mean, look at today, you guys already. We had two basically weird events going on that are tied to Trump and Leon. It's interesting. Oh, we missed your question. Sorry, Paula. Thank you for listening. We'll hopefully we'll catch it next time. Okay. Oh, lots of hearts. Thank you so much, you guys. This was great. Marshall Lab, Karen, you did a great job. Thank you so much. We'll be able to see if anybody gave us any, constructive feedback. That's good too. Right. It was a lot of random questions. Yeah, because when I do recorded questions, I'm basically very specific topics, really specific topics. So I don't mind this being like a mix match. No, not mix mash, a mix batch. All right, I definitely have to go to bed soon. Oh, is Marcia psychic too? I don't well, I think we all are psychic. You're a girl. Oh, thank you. No, Marcia would say she's not psychic. Right, Marsh? Hands, woo! Yep, Marcia said no. Marcia said no. She put it in all caps too. Cool. Oh, mishmash. Thank you. Mishmash. That's what I wanted to say. Mishmash. Yep. Please do more lives. Thank you, Karen. You're doing amazing. Oh, thank you so much. You're learning. Oh, thank you so much for being here. Just letting me do this with you is amazing. I mean, what a blessing for us to be able to do this. So, saw some good questions like is karma real? Okay, yeah. Yeah, we talked about karma, didn't we, in one video? Cool. God is always bigger than the boxes we build for God. So we should not waste too much time protecting the boxes. I love that. Very cool. Happy New Year. All right, you guys. I'll see you maybe for coffee with Karen tomorrow morning. Yeah, so I think we're gonna look at when most people can come on, and then we'll try a couple different times for lives. Because I know, like, for people in other countries right now, it's in the middle of the night, so we'll see. Oh, what time is Karen with coffee? Um, it's whenever I wake up. I wake up and it's pre-recorded though, so I'm not doing a chat. I might do a chat in the membership though. I did a coffee with Karen in the membership. We're working on just setting up some regular scheduled things in there. We just did a New Year's Eve function soiree last night. It was fun. Um, so I might do coffee with Karen in the spirit circle, like maybe once a month or something live. That might be fun. So, all right, awesome. I'm seeing smiley faces. I love that you guys can click on those and see those floating. It's so much fun. All right, I got 854 likes. Thank you so much. Really awesome. Oh, somebody gave a gift membership. Cool. I didn't know that could happen. So I think what happens, somebody gave a gift membership, you guys, which means YouTube now gives it to somebody that's here, maybe, I think. Marcia, do you know how that works? The gift membership? It looks like we got one. I don't know if we got more than one, but thank you so much. That's awesome, which means somebody is going to get a membership. Marcia's typing for me right now. Thanks so much for the super thanks, Kathy. I really appreciate it. Oh, Marcia's not sure. Okay. Yeah, we're not quite sure how the gifting thing works right now. We just turned it on for this live. So um we're not sure how it works. I'm pretty sure that YouTube decides who they give it to. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Okay. Please do more live. Someone gifts it to one other subscriber. Okay, very good. Okay. I do. You're correct. And I believe there were two gifts today. Thanks, you guys. That's awesome. And so it looks like the gifts go to another subscriber. Okay. So somebody is going to get into the spirit circle for free because somebody gifted it out to you. That's amazing. So we can't control who that is. The YouTube algorithm, um, basically does that. So if you guys want to gift somebody else a membership, because there are quite a few people who really can't afford it. And I don't even quite understand what it means, but you could see it on your end. Then that is a wonderful thing you could do for somebody. The membership is monthly actually, so you could come on in, and then if it's not working for you, you can just cancel it. So subscribers need to click on accept gifts. Okay, you guys. So if there are so there's two gifts right now. So thank you very much, Priscilla, for telling us. Subscribers need to click on accept gifts. Okay, so look around and accept a gift. Just this way. And I don't know if it yeah, Spirit Circle gifts. Woo! I don't know if it stays permanently or you always have to click on accept gift when I'm live. That might be the case, is my guess. It's probably a thing to encourage people to come on live, like YouTube wants people to be on live. At Love is monthly. 30 days free. Oh, it's 30 days free. Very good. So it's 1 month. That's beautiful. Thank you, Edward. That's wonderful. Oh, it's basically 30 days free. Okay, cool. Looks like you'll have a busy week according to other mediums. Oh, okay. Right? I know there's so much to talk about. There's so much to talk about. And I'm really trying to balance it here because I'm really not a political psychic or a political medium, but what I'm doing is living in the 4D. I keep talking about this and I will keep talking about it. I'm living in the 4D, meaning I'm paying attention to what's going on in the 3D, which is all the drama and all that stuff. And but because I want to bridge the gap, I want to be here in the 4D and not get sucked into the 3D so that I can help process for myself and for other people what's going on in the 3D. Because if I was just in the 5D, I would not be paying attention to what's going on in the world. I would just be living my life. But it's really hard to be yeah, I'm going to answer that one last question there for Kathy. It would be hard for me to facilitate a community like this if I was not paying attention to the 3D. So I am going to answer that question for you, Kathy. But you guys, I'm not going to answer any other questions, okay? Because we kind of closed the question gap at 8:30, but I am going to answer that for you because that looks like a hard one. So Kathy's son passed away in 2022. Can you please tap into Kathy's son, please? Yes. And Kathy, I'm kind of not leaning back anymore. Can you tell us if Kathy's son made it to heaven? Yes, definitely. Huge crossover. That's awesome. I'm really sorry for your loss, Kathy. Okay, so yeah, so I know some people maybe just coming in now to the chat because I still have like 636 people here. But I could sit here all night and talk to you guys. But because I have Lob and my sister had to monitor all the questions and stuff, so they don't want to be here all night. But I certainly like it. Not that they don't want to, but they've got they got to get to bed too. Do other things. So. Please keep doing it. Thank you for answering my question. Awesome. Yeah. So, anyways, this whole 3D, So, yeah. So, I'm trying to pay attention to what kind of things I think would be the most useful to talk about and help people process. And it's mostly like what my intuition tells me, and then I do check in before I do coffee with Karen. I check in with these guys to say, is this a topic that would be helpful for me to do? Because sometimes I'm not sure. If it's not spiritually based, basically. But what I'm trying to do is take the 3D topics, especially at Coffee with Karen, and talk also about like the spiritual growth part of it. So I'm not, it's not just like, let's examine that situation, but also talk about it from a spiritual growth perspective. But okay, I'm going to go because I will be here all night if I don't. Thanks a lot, you guys. We'll see you in the next live or maybe in another video. So, all right, take care. Bye.